Welcome to the DespairCast number 3. Today we are going to be talking about, pre-anime hype. Today I'm joined by Weeby Newz and Taichi.
Or taichinchin.
Or taichinchin.
Hello.
There are over 100 people watching right now.
Oh, wow.
So that was pretty
Hi.
quick. So I don't know. The anime airs tomorrow. So guys, where do we start with this? There have been so many
Hype.
things happening. So much hype.
So much hype.
So much hype, so much. Because of the episode count that happens.
Oh, I know. It's so much despair. So much despair.
But-
I just saw that yesterday.
Some hope. Some hope.
Oh yeah, the 24 episode limit.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Presumably 12 each.
Yeah,
I
that's
just-
what we think. I don't know.
Yeah. I just want to, live in total denial and think it's 24 each, but I just know that's not the case.
I'm
heard-
just
Yeah.
I'm just really hoping that it's Puella Magi Madoka, where it was completely story driven. Sato and Kuzuryu's sister dies in the 3rd episode, and it's just a total mindfuck.
Yeah. I think they can do it in a way where it'll be okay, but it is a little worrisome it being 12 episodes. Not so much like for the future one. I think the future one will be okay with 12 episodes, but the Despair volume is what I'm kind of worried about because there would have to be like a lot of time skips, I feel like, or just like
Yeah.
they would have to, I don't know, get everything out there so quickly. And from what I've heard, like the first episode was like full hope, like all funny. So I don't know, it just seems like 12 episodes is not that much time to go from like completely happy to just like total despair. But yeah, just gonna hope.
Just
Keep
gonna
hoping.
hope that the first episode was a complete like all happy, and then the second episode it's just mood whiplash.
Yeah. I think they would have to do that. Maybe that's what they're gonna try and do, because I guess that would be like a big contrast. So you go in, you think maybe it's gonna be like happy for a little bit longer, then the second episode is just like boom, nope, despair.
I also think the 12 episode thing is going to affect future because where do that leaves space for the Ultra Despair Girls game stuff, you know?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if maybe they'll have like a sequel to another episode instead of having them include it. Well, I know that we saw like Kodako and Nagisa in that one clip where they show like Nagito, so I was hoping maybe like a cameo in the Despair volume, but I don't know, because I like had thought for the longest time that maybe they would appear in the future volume as well, but 12 episodes, there's just no way. And all those sort of pictures we see at the end of another episode, I don't see how they could like incorporate to like the future volume at all. So I was thinking maybe we could get like another sequel to that game, but I don't know.
It seems really like iffy because you have all these plot points that you'd expect, like, oh, Monaca might be controlling the new Monokuma, but then you don't even know the 13th Future Foundation member, you don't know what happened to Haiji, you don't know about the remnants of despair that are in a comatose state.
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea if Togami and Fukawa are going to appear in the future arc.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's like so much that's implemented, but there feels like there's going to be some ideas in the Despair arc, which is why Kodaka said that it might be intertwined, Despair and Future.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if I say Despair arc, I mean side Despair, side Future.
Yeah.
That's the official term.
Yeah.
And it's just a force of habit.
I totally understand. I call it Despair volume and future volume still, even though it's not
I just call them.
That's-
technically
Zetsubo-hen.
that anymore. It's just yeah, Zetsubo-hen and Mirai-hen.
Okay, I just call them future anime and despair anime. Bleh. Okay, so there were a lot of things this week. I think the main thing was Chiaki being the anime, which I already discussed with Taichi, but I haven't really talked about that with you, Weeby. What was your impression about that?
I am super excited that she's in it because she's like one of my favorite characters, but I definitely think she's gonna die like horribly. That's honestly like I don't know if it's just me being in despair or what, but I saw an interview with Kadaka recently too, and he said that she would be like the main like core of, or she was like what kind of like ties Itsubohin all together, and that also kind of makes me think that I saw people talking in my comment section, I guess one of my other videos, they were saying that maybe she could push Izuru or Hajime into like full despair too. And I was wondering if maybe that would be what happens. And I was trying to like, and in my analysis, I discuss it too. I was trying to go back and look at what they said in the final trial about like Hajime and his like transition to Izuru and how like that could incorporate and stuff. And I was trying to figure it out if maybe like he turned to Izuru, but he like still has some of himself, and then she dies, and then that's what pushes him like to completely become Izuru. That was like the closest thing I could come up with right now, and I say it a lot better in my analysis video, but that was kind of the general idea I have about her. But yeah, I mostly just think she's gonna die horribly, and I'm gonna be in total despair.
It's going to be painful, but we all see it coming.
Yeah.
But it's the process of how she dies that will just drive us into despair and sadness.
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm like wondering if like Hajime is gonna be the one to do it, or if Junko is gonna like set it up, or like what's gonna like how it'll happen. That's something I've been kind of interested in as well. I don't. What are y'all's opinions on it?
I feel like Junko might have something to do with this. Like, she knows of Izuru Kamakura because of that secret project that's been hidden, dug up a little bit, and tries to kill Chiaki in front of Izuru in order to get him into despair.
That's pretty much what I think too. That it's going to be Junko somehow. That's the final push into the whole Izuru thing with Hajime. That's pretty much what I think about that. Maybe before the first killing game thing, the one with the student council, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
So maybe sometime before that. I don't know if they're even going to show that, seeing how the episodes are, well, 12 episodes. The whole thing with Matsuda too. Zero stuff. The anime itself ends after another episode event, so I don't know if we will be able to even see that in there too, because the whole 12 episode thing.
I'm just really hoping that this is kind of like a base where a few more episodes could be added in order to expand upon. I'm not sure if other animes have done that on the Funimation website, but I'm just really hoping, crossing my fingers, that some way, shape, or form there is a few more episodes.
Maybe a second season.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, I was reading somewhere that like the anime industry isn't doing so right now, and that most of the time like animes only get 12 episodes around, because I don't usually watch anime as it's like playing like in Japan. Like I have a Crunchyroll account, but I usually watch like older shows, and I just kind of like will see sometimes it's playing, but I don't keep up with it too much. But yeah, I heard like it wasn't doing too well, and that was kind of like, I don't know, it wasn't too shocking that it wasn't gonna be as long as we were hoping for.
I was actually following the Danganronpa 1 anime, and even a few of the 2013 animes, like the merchandise products, the episodes. Like, you'd think you'd get more, but as it turns out, there's like so much like the general moe blob sort of anime that appears. And you don't really get to see something original. Something that will cash in and be an adaptation or whatever. Like, that's the only few things that's been going on in anime that I've really seen. Even One Punch Man and Boku no Hero Academia. Those are like manga and webcomic adaptations. But they're very popular for a reason, because it was from very good manga webcomic and webcomics.
That's one of my main issues with anime right now. Why I'm not watching pretty much anything, because everything feels the same.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
one of my friends are really big. He like keeps up with anime seasons and stuff. And now that I think about it, he did mention that it has changed a lot. Because I used to watch like a ton of anime back when I guess it was like late middle school, like early high school. But that's when like all like the big stuff was like Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist. Like I guess Cowboy Bebop's older, but that was like popular then, and I was like watching it on Adult Swim and stuff. But that was like the stuff that I was into. And then I think when I was talking to him about like new anime that was airing, he was like, "Yeah, it's not really that kind of stuff anymore." I was like, "Oh, that's sad."
It's unfortunate, you know? I really like some of the anime, like the creativity and the adrenaline style, but there hasn't been like a big anime boom since like the Sailor Moon era and even like the 2007 era
hmm
of like the Bishonen,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like with Death Note and Full Metal.
yeah, because it seemed like it was booming pretty well back then.
Pretty much the last big anime I saw was Kill la Kill, and because it was so different from everything else at the time. Pretty much the last thing that hyped me up for anime was that.
Gainax can pull out some pretty
Yeah,
cool stuff.
and Studio Trigger too, and all that stuff. I would wish they would keep doing more stuff like that, but
It's just so hard to make in this current state of times.
yeah. Let me see. One of the other big things, I guess, this week or last week was the timeline
Oh yes.
that we
Yeah.
got with all the events and all the happenings in the Danganronpa canon, if we can call it that. Pretty much showing us what kind of things are the things that we need to care about. No Danganronpa Togami trap. No, no Kibiri, whatever she's
Thank
doing.
goodness.
Uh,
And that
Yeah,
That one
heard
I
about
wish
the
kinda
Tagalog
was-
step up.
oh dear.
so,
Yeah, I heard about that from your channel actually, Volwyn, the whole like despair disease
Unfortunate
stuff. And
about
that's
the
what I was
Kirigiri.
like. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I think I'm gonna stop reading this.
Stop. No.
oh my god.
What was up with the Kirigiri novel? I didn't hear about that one.
I don't know. I don't even know about that one too much. I just
there-
Taichi knows.
It's completely fine.
It's okay.
It's completely fine, like Danganronpa Kirigiri. Okay, basically
nothing
what's
crazy?
happening in Kirigiri, nothing too crazy. I haven't gotten into the fourth book, but there is spoilers about the third book, and it sort of contradicts something in another episode,
Oh boy.
but it has something to do with Fujito,
Oh, okay.
Kirigiri's grandpa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I was
it's
like, I
kind
read,
of like
like-
skeptical,
hmm
but as a core book, it's very good. From what I've heard.
Yeah.
Some people in the comments were asking if we are going to get to see Togami's sister in the Despair anime because she was an Ultimate Despair on trap. Well, I think I don't know. You know about that, Taichi? Togami's sister?
Oh yes, I've heard.
Wasn't she?
Was that actually confirmed?
I don't know. Somebody was commenting that
I hadn't heard about that. Was that in Togami Up?
in the Togami one, yeah.
Okay.
Or some
So it's
If that
some of it, but not all of it. Once I heard about the
Despair
despair disease, I kind of pieced out on that one.
Okay. Also, they were asking if we're going to see Fujihiko's sister in the Despair anime, which she was part of the class, or I don't even remember.
in Fuyuhiko's sister, right?
Yeah,
That's part of the timeline. The third
yeah,
the third part?
So she should be there. The Twilight Syndrome trap.
Yes, Sato and Fuyuhiko's sister.
Oh yeah, we should be seeing Sato too, right?
Hopefully.
Okay. Oh my god. Let me see. So, some people were confused with the timeline, with the whole another episode stuff happening before the Danganronpa 1.
That I can explain
Yeah.
completely 100%.
Okay.
Basically, what happened, Komaru, it's easily shown in the manga of Danganronpa another episode, but Komaru was giving her exposition that she's seen the tragedy of Hope's Peak, and she's seen her students get killed off, and she's sort of in denial. And then they show the image of Komaru and Makoto getting separated by these groups of people, probably from Towa or Junko's people.
Yes.
And that's what they mean by the events of Ultra Despair Girls happening, because the families get locked behind,
Yeah,
or locked into the
the whole
Towa city.
apartment complex.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, that's pretty much what I say in my video, but people keep asking that. Let me see what else. Oh, we also got to see this week the ultimate despair forms of the Danganronpa 2 casters.
Yes.
So that
Yeah.
was pretty cool. Did any of those surprise you, Weeby?
I'm trying to think. I don't really know if any of them necessarily surprised me, but I was really happy to see Fuyiko was the one who like the theory that he was the one who like took out his eye and replaced it with Junko's. I was kind of happy to see that that was confirmed, just because it seemed like it made so much sense. But I'm trying to think if any of the other ones really surprised me. It was just kind of stuff like that that I was looking at, trying to figure out. Let me see if I can pull up the picture somewhere and look
Okay.
at it.
I guess I'm surprised more that Tumblr was right. The Despair Soda, like all this edgy, like I was kind of surprised how accurate some of those were.
You know, now that I think about it, yeah, like the fan art that they would kind of make of like Despair Soda.
Yes, and Ibuki.
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah, it does look a lot like him. I do like that Ibuki looks like she's in a kimono, and she also is seen later with like Sayonji. So I was wondering if like, I guess she like starts to dress more like Sayonji because they're like a despair team or something. But I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I guess Ibuki like has the music and Saonji just dance to it.
Yeah,
Dance of
yeah.
Despair.
I was trying to figure out because it almost looks like, because I was thinking like maybe they're performing because like Sayonji has her fan with her, and it kind of looks like Ibuki's playing something behind them. It kind of looks like it's like a TV behind them and like something's burning on the background. So
Last stage.
yeah, I was thinking maybe they're on a stage and they would kind of like get rallies going for Despair. Like they would play like, you know, people getting killed and murder behind them, I guess, to get all the people in Despair in the audience like more riled up to take more people down. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting. I wasn't sure if you guys looked at the screen. It's kind of blurred and it looks like it has a TV filter on it, sort of. At least what my TV filter on like my video editor looks like. So that was something I thought was kind of cool.
None of them truly surprised me, but I did find it interesting, you know?
Hmm.
I think the one that I found a little bit interesting on its own, but I don't see most people talking about, is Gundam's Despair form.
Yeah,
Something
I was about
about
to
it.
say that too.
He has like a
On his-
straight jacket.
But
Yeah.
also, there's like a third eye on his forehead.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is that what that is? I was wondering. I thought it was just like markings.
Something like that, but there was just something interesting about that, like with Tanaka the Forbidden One, and then having like a true despair form of kind of
Yeah.
some kind of despair rendition that's kind of unique, but also like godly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Let me see here. Me personally, I don't know. I was not really surprised But I was happy to see Mikam in what appears to be a full nurse outfit at least. So putting her
Yeah.
ultimate nurse finally wearing a nurse outfit, so that's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too. I did want to say one thing about Gundam though that I thought was kind of like I guess scary to me at least just because this theory makes me really sad, but it does look like he has like animal fur around him or some kind of fur around him.
Yeah.
And it makes me really scared that he
Oh,
kills
God.
animals in despair. And you don't see the dark devas of destruction, so I'm just like if he kills them, I will
That
rage
is
quit.
edgy.
Like,
Oh, God.
that too edgy for me because when I was
Now
doing this
that's what I
character
call edgy.
analysis, yeah, yeah, no, that's what I call edgy too. But yeah, when I was doing this like my Gundam analysis, that was a theory I saw a lot was that he like kills animals in despair to like cause himself more despair. And once I saw that fur, I was just like, no, no, don't let that be true. It's gonna be so sad.
Somebody was saying that he goes around with a giant snake or something.
A gigantic boa constrictor.
Pretty
But that would
much.
be pretty interesting.
That'd be pretty edgy too.
Very edgy.
For some reason, he kind of reminds me of the second Hokage from Naruto for some reason. Kind of the same outfit. I don't know if any of you have seen Gateway, the anime. Who the second Hokage is.
I
I
have not
haven't seen it.
personally.
Yeah?
Yeah, we can pull up a picture if you want to though.
That's okay. Let's see what else we have here. Let's talk about future a little because I guess most people are interested about Despair, but future has some cool stuff too, like the whole heads of Future Foundation. What was her name? The one with the eye.
Kimura Seiko.
Yeah, Seiko with her crazy pink eye for some reason.
Yeah.
Chisa serving people tea, cleaning around the place for some random reason. Any of them, like, you guys like any of them for what you've seen? Like,
There's a few that I particularly enjoy,
yeah.
but I'll let Weeby go first.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I guess I think Seiko and Ando are kind of the ones I'm the most interested in, mostly because that relationship chart came up and there's like apparently like a feud between them too. So I'm really interested to know what's going on between them. And of course, Seiko had that crazy eye thing, and I love like crazy characters, and she seems like she might be a little out there. So I'm definitely interested in her. What were you gonna say, Taichi?
I am most interested in the therapist, of course,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because she could either be a traitor that's Chiaki Nanami tier, where she's actually helping independently, but there could also be theories of her being evil Monaca tier, the one secretly pulling the strings. But also another thing that's now this one's more of a silly thing, but Daisaku Bandai, there might be a reason for that voice. There could be a girl operating a robotic body in Daisaku.
Oh God, I didn't even think about that possibility.
I never thought about that, but that voice is definitely an odd choice.
especially because Miyagi goes around with that giant computer shirt thing.
So you think she could be she could be controlling Daisaku?
Pretty much. Oh God, that would be.
Oh my gosh.
That would be really cool.
Plot
That would
twist.
be interesting. Unexpected.
Oh God, now I want it to happen. No, I want it to happen.
I know, right? I want that to happen just because, like, how did we predict that? How did we like find that? That's so funny. That's really cool though. Yeah, I don't know why they chose such a cutesy voice for him. I mean, maybe that is it, you know, that he's a robot being controlled. But I was expecting more of like the Alphonse voice, like, or you know, even like Kamaida and Nagi, like they're voiced by a female actress, but they still sound, you know, they don't sound like that.
Yeah.
Me personally, I seem to be more interested on Chisa. I think she's up to something.
That whole Hope almost Komeda tier. But
Yeah.
also you have Ryota that's
Yeah.
wanting to have Hope above all else.
Yeah, yeah, a little too obsessed with Hope. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, is it Kamaida Hope or Nike Hope or
Maybe.
makes-
A
a
whole
difference.
entire Hope. Junko Hope.
Oh god.
Oh gosh.
Or maybe it's Junko again. Ugh. Ghost Junko. Finally, from another episode, they're going to use the Ghost Junko plotline.
Oh god. I hope not. But I wouldn't be shocked.
People will be mad. People will be mad because people just don't want to see Junko again doing things.
I'm just here for the ride. I have no actual preference. I'm just waiting for something to cause despair.
Okay.
Even more so.
Let me see what else. It seems, for what we see in the trailer, since the Future Foundation, we're going to get like a fight scene with them and the Ultimate Disperse at one point.
Yeah, because we saw Tengan, Munakata, and Izuyoi, and I think Juzo
Yeah.
facing against Kuzuryu and his mob.
Yeah. So that that should be interesting. I really wanted to see those guys going around and fighting people.
I hadn't heard of that actually. From like, did you guys see it in the trailer? You can kind of see them fighting.
There was a special broadcasting that had some of the images.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was reading some of the spoilers from the first episode, like from what people saw. Then there were some images in the trailer itself that like give those spoilers how you say I don't know how to say that word.
Credibility, maybe.
Yeah,
Like,
that
yeah.
one. Give them credibility. Like, because I'm watching in the trailer, it's really short. It's like a couple of seconds, but you can see them getting ready to fight someone. And they're
Yeah.
like in this road. Everything is like all red. The sky is red, despair everywhere kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's something I want to see.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I'd heard of like the special broadcast, but I hadn't watched it just in case it had, I guess, like anything spoilery in it.
Oh yeah,
And
sorry. Sorry.
No, you're totally fine. It's not like a huge spoiler or anything.
Yeah.
Most of it was probably the first episode stuff.
Yeah, first episode stuff. Nothing major. There were 3 big spoilers going around. Hopefully, I think Taichi got one of those or something, was it?
I actually did not, but I
Okay.
was just like
Good.
browsing so much that I kind of just like, yeah, I accept this. Yeah, I accept this too. So I have like all these maybe true, maybe false spoilers at my disposal, but that's the genius. I get so much spoilers that I don't even know which one is real. So you can
Yeah,
say I'm still going in blind.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was kind of like what we were talking about earlier, where like I had seen a couple of people saying like, oh, so and so dies in the first episode, and then somebody also saying somebody else died in the first episode. But I was like, it was like one of them was like an anonymous message on Tumblr, and I was like, that has like no backing to it whatsoever. Like you could literally just be like, yeah, Nagi dies, and like have no I saw some stuff like that, and I was like, I still feel like I'm going in blind because I just don't believe this at all.
Yeah. Right now there's two possible there's two possible theories, or not really theories, but like spoiler, quotation marks, spoiler.
Yeah.
And one of them seems more plausible, but the other one is more of a shock value.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is that the one I told you in Skype?
yes, you did. I won't say it in the podcast.
Not say it, yeah. But if that happens, I feel it kind of like cheap. I don't know.
It does feel cheap. It just feels like, well, that was a waste.
Yeah, like thank you for that. I was expecting that person to do stuff. Now you even deny me that.
And by the context, I'm sure everyone's suspecting that it's not Hagakure.
Oh god, Hagakure.
What I really want to see is the opening of the anime, because I heard that it just like every character like killing themselves or something.
Oh yeah, the opening, I heard it was supposed to be kind of brutal.
Yeah.
And it's weird because
Oh,
they
yeah.
have red blood in the future arc too,
Yes.
and not in the Despair arc though. It's pink in the Despair arc. I think that's kind of like I don't know exactly, I guess, why they decided to do that. Maybe like there's more blood in the Despair arc, so they had to like keep it pink, and there's like I don't know. Just like
I heard
to
that the future
find
arc is
reading.
also pretty brutal, but I'm
Yeah.
guessing that they kind of still want to keep the comedic effect of the pink blood, of a stylistic choice. But now that we're kind of edging towards the whole, I guess, end of an era of Hope's Peak Academy, that we're kind of getting to see a brutal finale.
Yeah. I like that. That's cool.
Everybody dies. The end.
Yeah, pretty much. I've gotten like people asking me who like I think will die in like the future volume, and I'm like, I feel like there's gonna be less people who live. I feel like if I was just
Yeah.
guessing people who died, it would be like over half the cast. Like, well, this person maybe, this person maybe. Like it might
feel
just be
like-
easier to list who's gonna live.
Approximately 4 people might live.
Yeah.
Like, considering that we had 6 from the first cast, 5 from the second cast, and you also have 4, or maybe around that number.
Oh.
But I feel like there is going to be a lot that won't particularly live,
Mhm.
and a few of the survivors might not get that cut.
Yeah.
I have to see how the whole premise of Future works, because for what we see in the trailer, Future Foundation seems to be a really big place, full of security and guards outside and all that stuff. Like, how did somebody like sneak in or set up a whole new killing game or whatever is going to happen there?
For this killing game, it's not a trial game, so Future Arc Volume side is basically called a werewolf game, with similarities with that. If you ever played Mafia, then you'll know exactly what that kind of game is.
I have never played Mafia.
I have, but it's
Basically-
been a really long time.
Basically, town,
Yeah.
you have villagers, you have Mafia, and then on night 1, you have the Mafia kill a certain target.
Okay, yeah.
So this could go on, and yeah.
No, keep going. So that, oh my god.
Now I lost my train of thought.
No,
Whoops.
same here. I forgot what I was going to say. What was it?
Whoops.
Oh god. Well, now I forgot. Now I'm thinking about Mafia for some reason.
But anyways,
Yeah.
I feel like the 12 episode will justify, like, we'll have the first half of the day, or like even like the 2/3 of just them interacting, kind of like having this hostile atmosphere.
Everybody's mad at Nagi.
Oh, everybody hates
Everyone's
Nagi.
mad. Did you guys see that relationship chart that was translated recently?
Yes.
That was pretty cool. There was one for the Despair volume too. I hadn't seen that one yet, but the Future volume one, I used that a lot when I was looking at my analysis. And yeah, it seems like there's that really radical group, and then there's kind of like Tengen and like Great Gozu who are like still mad but not quite as mad. And then it has Daisaku and Miya in the neutral section, which is kind of interesting.
Just don't.
Yeah, they just don't
really have an opinion, but they're just. Those two seem like the ones. And you know what? That theory of Miya controlling
thing, I was like,
Daisaku that could actually work.
I know. I was just thinking the same thing. Once I said it, I was like, wait a second, the robot theory.
Oh boy.
that kind of makes it work more. Oh my gosh.
But I feel that Gozu, Ryota, Kizakura, and Tengen are kind of like, we still trust Nagi, but we kind of don't want the defiancy, and we sort of want to be like a little bit more lawful. So you'd see, like, if you ever played Shin Megami Tensei,
Yeah.
you have the lawful, you have the chaos, and then you have the neutral.
Yes.
So I feel like the lawful is the Tengen group. But you also have like Gozu having Juzo as his opponent. And there's like a lot of discourse with that. And if you notice with Miya's, of like the little personality quiz that was uploaded, that she would more take the independent routes. Meanwhile, Gozu would not, kind of like being the bodyguard of Tengen and all. But Miya seems like the person that does not want the chaos to happen and tries to find a way to stop the despair. So you have Munakata that wants to genocide all the despair.
Ooh.
You have Tengen that's trying to aim for a peaceful. And then you have Miya that's just, everyone just shut up and let me find a way to solve this.
A third option? Maybe a third option?
Yeah.
A neutral
The neutral
option?
route.
Damn neutrals. Okay, where was it?
That's cool. I hadn't thought of using the personality quiz to sort of like analyze obviously analyze the characters' personalities through like taking the quiz, because I only took it like one time just to figure out like who I got. But that's cool that you went through to see like what her personality was based off the quiz.
Yeah, and it's also interesting because I took the quiz again, just because I like to see the questionnaires and based on the translations, just to make sure I got everything accurate as I could. Ryota kind of follows the same path as Kirigiri's, but he values hope above all else, while Kirigiri doesn't. So I found that very interesting.
I was thinking about Kyoko Kikiri.
Yes.
That she's too up for the whole thing. Like, if I was in that game, she would be the first person I would get rid of because she's just too up. Like, there was a reason Junko fuck with her memory so much that she didn't even know her talent. You know?
Yeah.
So I want to see how they handle that because I'm pretty sure she can figure out everything pretty fast.
Yeah, that was something funny I saw. It was like a comment from a while ago, but it was like, why in Danganronpa 1 and like in 2, they always kill off like the stupider characters. They never go for Kirigiri. Like, why would you not do that? Like, Kirigiri would be like the main target you wanted to go for, because if you don't kill her off, she's going to find out you were the killer. I thought that was funny.
But
because,
that might be of Junko's plan, because she wants to spare, but if she gets rid of everyone and it's a hopeless lose-lose situation, then there's no real chance of Junko getting even more despair by losing.
Oh, that's true. That is very true.
Okay.
But also, you also
Yeah.
had Togami, which was kind of a throw-off to fans of the first Danganronpa game. And if you didn't know that that wasn't Togami, or Togami, I mean, that you'd be so surprised that they killed off Togami.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Let's see what else in the future arc was interesting. Do you think we're going to get to see more of the Danganronpa 2 cast in that arc? Like anything with them, maybe around the end? Or they're just gonna leave them there and everything ends like, yeah, they're still in the island. Who knows what happened to them?
Yeah,
Maybe-
yeah. You can go ahead.
I have a feeling that with how Kodaka wants us to watch both, that the core of Chiaki being inside despair, that this will help Hinata and go his own path, but also try to save Nagi or the Future Foundation. Try to correct their ways. Because if Nanami is the one that caused the despair for Kamakura Hinata, Nanami could also be the hope or the future that will save Hinata and everyone else. Kind of like the beginning of the end and the end of the beginning.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that she's going to be like the most important element in the whole team. It begins with her and ends with her, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be interesting to see if they go with that.
Yeah.
Let me see here. What else we got? Oh, Taichi. Later, if you can link me those charts because I actually have not seen them. The relationship charts you were talking about.
The relationship charts?
Yeah.
I can get them right now for you.
Yeah, send them because I want to see them. I have actually not seen them. Been busy with so much stuff. I actually did like a live analysis of the trailer. That was pretty fun.
I posted up the despair one.
Okay.
Oh,
thank you.
cool. I hadn't seen the despair one yet.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
No problem. And let me get the side hope for you.
Okay. I'm gonna see them. Let me see what else in the Future Foundation. Everybody keeps calling the white hair guy Yuna Rukami in the comments.
Oh, yes.
I find it so funny. Oh god. They keep calling him that. Let me see. We also got like something that I noticed now getting back into the Despair arc was that Mahiru was with Sonia, like taking picture of her.
Yeah, I noticed that too. That's cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. A strange combination, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like playing as Mahiru doing stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, 'cause
here's
I
the
didn't
other one.
notice her. Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I didn't notice at first that Mihiru was there until like watched it for like I don't even know how many times I've watched that trailer, but one of the many times I watched it, I noticed it was her there, and so I was kind of trying to think of how that could work. And my idea for maybe what was going on or like how they were trying to cause despair together would be, of course, Sonya leading this army with like the brainwashed Monokuma helmets on top of like all these people in the army, causing despair and obviously about to go kill innocent lives. And then maybe Mihiru's like taking pictures and advertising it, like putting it up online
Yeah,
and sending
like
it to people
forming.
to cause despair. Yeah, because I was like, that would freak me out if I got that. If I was on Facebook and I see like millions slaughtered, like thousands of innocent lives are about to be slaughtered. Here's Sonya preaching to them. Like I would be in total despair from that.
Social media is a threatening thing.
Yeah, maybe they like Despair Twitter or something, like a Twitter about Despair, and they just tweet
A
stuff.
Twitter account for despair.
Pretty much. I mean,
Like Fuyuhiko taking selfies with his new eye. Like, got a new eye, guys.
Oh dear.
Long live Junko.
Fuyuhiko looks like freaking awesome in one of the images because
Yes, he does.
he got that whole army of gangster Monokuma guys. Holy shit. And Peko at the front just slashing people, I guess. Jesus Christ. That just looks so damn good. That's what I want to see. That's the kind of stuff I wanted to see.
As much as there's a lot of bit of tension with the 12 episode each, what they do with some of those scenes makes it like there's so much packed into it, but it looks so good.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to bring this. Where's Togami? Where's Togami? Where's Toko? Where are they? Why are they not? We have not seen anything of them yet. I mean, Togami pretty important. We had to see him at one point.
He became a joke
fan art, though.
character, sadly.
Yeah, he did. Oh,
With another
man.
episode, you can't really take Togami too seriously nowadays.
Oh god.
It's so true. The like, what was it, like the dream fantasy she had? That just took
Toko's
me
fantasy.
like by surprise. Yeah, that took me by surprise so much. Oh, it was so funny. He was such like a douche to you though in the first game. It was kind of nice to see like, okay, now he's getting his just rewards.
But who knows?
Maybe they're going to show us him or him getting whipped again or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. They just keep making him a gag character.
Oh god.
I think I have the perfect representation of Togami. Just let me find.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, this works. This is basically Togami in the 8th episode of Future Arc.
Let me see here. Okay. Oh god, Togami. Let's see here.
I could just see Togami as that pizza guy,
Yes.
or the guy carrying the pizzas, seeing fire, seeing everyone dead.
Oh god, Togami.
Oh god, that would be awesome.
Um,
Yeah, what do you guys think about Togami and Fukawa? Do you think they're gonna show up in future at all?
I
they
hope
have
so.
to. I believe
Yeah.
they have to. Monaca is just too big of a plot point. She's Junko tier, pretty much, by the end of the game. You know?
Yeah.
Like, to me, the only person with the resources to be able to pull something against Future Foundation will be her. I believe. I don't know. You know, because, well, she's like a genius with robots and stuff.
And she is very social. Her
Yes.
talent is part of homeroom. And if she makes everyone like come to her of aiding and contacting,
Yeah.
that's a pretty scary ability. Just to have everyone on your side and having like this white knight army.
Pretty much. I'm surprised that I know by the time Danganronpa 2 was made, they had no idea about her and other stuff. But I'm surprised she didn't pull anything around that time with the whole Danganronpa 2 incident. Because I could be wrong here, but were they not like transmitting the whole thing to somewhere? If I remember correctly.
In
Because-
Danganronpa 2?
Yeah, like transmitting the whole killing game in the island.
Were they? I think they were showing it to the Future Foundation.
Future Foundation.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the Future Foundation they were showing
okay,
it to.
okay. Okay, well. Okay. They were showing it to them. Oh, yeah, because Togami was talking about something Sonia was doing. I forgot.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was a great scene.
Okay. The big question would be, how is it too obvious to expect that Monaca is behind everything?
That's like my only sort of, I guess, why I would not think that she would be behind everything. Because it would make total sense for her to be behind everything. But I guess it is kind of like, is that too obvious?
And,
But Yeah.
and to be honest, I could say the same about Chiaki. Is it too obvious for us to expect her to die?
yeah.
Like, maybe there's something else we don't know. I don't know. Some crazy team. Maybe because
Chiaki's a robot from the future.
I know, right? I was just thinking that.
because somebody was saying that by the end of Danganronpa 2, she said that I will be cheering from somewhere or some trap. So somebody was saying that in the comment. It could be just in a spiritual kind of way, but like I don't know. I mean, crazy stuff happens. I mean, there are ghosts in Danganronpa. Ghosts are canon. So.
Yeah.
Well,
She's gonna come as a ghost. Friendly ghost. Her and Ghost Drink are gonna fight.
maybe there was a robot body for Chiaki and she uploaded her AI to that.
Yeah, that was something I saw a while back. I think I put it in one of my videos because I like that idea of like putting her into like a robot body so she can kind of still be there. Because I mean they have Monami. For some reason they have Monami instead of Usami in the Future Foundation, but Monami's there.
Yeah, but why Monami? Like,
Yeah, it's still because even the relationship chart it says that she's a part of the Future Foundation. Because at first I was like, well, if it's Monami, maybe the person, the like headmaster, or, like the person who's controlling Monokuma this time, just wanted to throw in Monami there to like beat them up during the new killing game. But it says she's a part of Future Foundation, so they just decided to make her Monami instead of Usami. Or
that is strange because. I was in the idea that Monami is a creation of Monokuma, like that design, that look. It was Junko that did that, so I would find it strange that for some reason Future Foundation also adopted that design, or maybe that was always there, and I don't know.
Yeah, it just seems weird that she would show up in Super Danganronpa 2 as Usami at first, trying to do like the Hope Restoration program, and then all of a sudden, Monokuma changes her to Monami, and then they like adapt the Monami design instead of the Usami design. It's kind of weird that they would do that.
It would be pretty. Like,
yeah. What were you gonna say?
I feel like there might be like Usami was only for the Neo World project, but Monami was part of the Future Foundation.
Oh.
So if Monokuma probably like corrupted and took like the base of just a Future Foundation mascot or lacking more power, because Usami had this power to like monitor, have the magical stick to make sure Hope was restored into the DespairCast.
Mm-hmm. Will be that.
But,
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting just to see like which came first, Monami or Usami.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do kind of like what you were saying. Like maybe I guess like Monokuma corrupted the files to where she can't go back to being Usami, or they just like haven't figured it out. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Kinda, yeah. And sort of like tricky or like gain a reaction from the Future Foundation. Because if Monami is part of Future Foundation and they were looking at the video cameras, and Monokuma had this power, that could have gotten them concerned, and Negi and his group kind of went in, and that could also displease some of the Future Foundation cast, because Munakata kept yelling at him not to smuggle the despairs in the Neo World project. And also, who knows if like the other Future Foundation members were seeing what Negi was doing, and I'm betting that they wanted the program to not be force quit, but also destroy the despairs.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like double displeased with the force quit and Negi persuading them.
Interesting. Let me see here. What else we can get out of the future side of things? I don't really know anything else about them. To be honest, after seeing the trailer itself, I kind of like moving towards more interested in the future side for some reason. Because I really don't know what to expect. Like, because I know how the Despair side going to end. Like, we know how that turns out. I mean, there's no happy anything.
Yeah.
In that, like, the only thing is Chiaki, which is the kind of makes sense why she's she's there now more, like she will be the only thing we will know about, like how she dies. Did she even die? Did she become despair but died, or whatever happens to her? Did
And
Junko
also-
interact with her? Yeah.
And also the Neo World project where Matsuda, Chihiro, and Miyaya was working on. Why would they implement Chiaki?
Why was she so
Chiaki as an
special?
AI.
Yeah.
Why her? Like, was she that nice? Like that memorable?
Was that the reason why there was hope?
Or was that the reason why Isuru wanted to be in that program? Like, you know,
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
think about that, because maybe Jackie did leave like some kind of how you say feeling in him. You know, maybe he
Yeah.
wanted to see her one more time, and at the same time get some revenge on Junko.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he knew how it was going to turn out. Like the way he acted towards Junko in another episode, like the whole thing with the Monokuma heads, like how did he knew about the Neo World program? Because he pretty much he knew how to put that program there and do all that stuff. So something tells me that he knew Chiaki was going to be there. Maybe one last time or whatever. Who knows? Maybe they're going to show that more in the anime, because there's that clip in the anime with that encounter with Chiaki. There's something there with them, like something
And
deep.
Chiaki is very social with Hinata.
Yes.
And Hinata's just so... Why? Because she actually cares, and Hinata has this jealousy with the main program.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just very peculiar just to have Hinata that wants to be part of the main program, but this one talented ultimate gamer is just like, you can do it, encouraging
Yeah.
positivity, and want to play games together, which is adorable.
Pretty much could be the only, maybe one of the few good people he meets, like, you know.
Yeah.
Because she tells him about the whole how he's free from the talent thing.
Yeah. And his personality, or who he is, doesn't really affect what kind of talent he has, or if he has any talent. As long as you can be a good person or something like that, something cheesy like that,
Somebody
it would be cute.
Yeah, somebody in the chat is saying Chiaki could be Miyagi personified. Personified, like the physical manifestation of Chiaki.
And there's also one thing that I'm very concerned about. Chiaki's free time events, saying how her father is a programmer, and one of the Famitsu scans, saying
Yeah.
that her father is a Fujisaki.
Yeah, I saw that post that you posted about that on Tumblr. I thought that was really interesting. I wanted to ask you about it because that's a really cool idea. Because honestly, like before Chiaki was revealed in the anime, I always sort of thought that she was based off of maybe Fujisaki's mom because they look so much alike. So now that she's like technically like, she's like in the new anime. So I guess we don't know if she's necessarily like a human being. I guess she could still be a robot. But
Yeah.
if we go with the idea that she's a human now, then her being related to them would definitely make sense.
There's still a little bit of a plot hole, like either there's something even more to it or something completely different, and I'll be very disappointed. Or there could be like a plot hole, like with Taichi caring a lot about Chihiro. Or maybe that's all he has left. Because if he lost one, then that would be very devastating.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe she died and he knew about it. So like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Because, yeah, there's that another episode, like, where I guess you see, like, his writing, and he's saying he's worried about his child and his wife. And, yeah, I mean, if Chiaki dies in the Despair volume, I think that would be a good bit of time. Like, he would probably already know that she had already passed away and then would just be worried about Fujisaki. But I think that would make sense. But, yeah, I just thought that was a really cool post. I thought it was really interesting.
Yeah.
some people didn't like it though.
I am not going into that, but
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Well, Tumblr is going to Tumblr.
Yeah, too true.
I don't mind it too much. However, I'm just kind of like okay, I respect this, but I have no idea how to say this, but I'm just going to keep the discourse away from me. Please.
Yeah, people on Tumblr can get kind of hostile sometimes, especially with shipping. Tumblr's like Danganronpa shipping on Tumblr terrifies me.
Oh no.
Oh god, I had to deal with those kind of things like since I got into this series. I think Taichi knows that I had to. You've seen it, right, Taichi? Like,
my condolences to you.
oh god, man! How many times people have told me to die?
Oh god, it's so stupid.
I
A
just
despairing amount.
I just keep like putting more to the fire because I really don't give a damn what they think, right? So just keep putting stuff to the fire. Just it's great.
Yeah, that was like the little bit of what I saw about it was that like everything was like problematic. Like there was this one girl I follow and I forgot what she's like, she ships Togami and Fukawa together and she gets so many messages that are like, you ship an abusive relationship, how dare you? It's like, come on, like who cares?
Oh god, I heard about that one. Oh god, I heard about that one.
I heard too much about that.
Oh god.
There's so much discourse and it all goes back to shipping.
Yeah.
That's pretty much why I just rarely give a damn about shipping, but
Yeah.
rarely. Like maybe sometimes I will comment about it, like okay, or like I don't know how that makes sense, but if you want have fun there, I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't really take it seriously at all, but some people take it really seriously.
I just like posting different ones to see what people could get mad and stuff.
I am very respectful.
Yeah.
However, I do not want to be in the fire of the chaos.
I can take it. I can take it personally because I'm used to it. But I mean, I've been to like 4chan, all those places. I'm pretty much immune to anything people say at this point.
And all my ships are canon and no one cares about them. I'm so sad.
I'm the same way. Like it has to be really like canon or like just completely obvious for me to ship it. Like I don't really get into like shipping wars ever.
I'm so oblivious to almost all the ships that people enjoy. I'm just like, wait, what?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh,
One
god.
message I got, and I will ship wholeheartedly. The bird from the promotional video
The opening.
and Saki the sock. I ship it.
I mean that's canon though, so I mean like there's nothing wrong with shipping that.
Oh
And
yeah.
also Grandpa's Sherry and Kamiko.
Socky the sock live a hard life, you know.
Saki the sock.
And that's why all your socks are missing, because that one bird.
Yeah, the story of Saki was too much for my soul.
Oh, did you guys see that post? There was something on Tumblr, and they gave the bird in the opening of the trailer like an ahoge, and they were like the new protagonist. Did you guys see that one?
No, I did, but
I was like, that was my favorite.
I think I saw it.
Yeah, I think I saw it on the Danganronpa 3 Tumblr page. I think that's where I saw it. It
Dr.
was
Hooper and
beautiful.
OJ.
Oh,
Orange juice.
Oh yeah, the Dr.
Thank you,
Hooper.
Force Snackle, for that.
I want some Dr. Hooper now, you know? I want some Dr. Hooper.
And people were like,
Dr. Pepper.
yeah.
I'm ready to binge drink on that.
oh man.
Let me see what else we have here.
Well, that derailed quickly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We should ask Weeby about do you play Zero Escape Tree?
I haven't played it yet. I'm planning
Okay.
on doing like a live stream for it because I've had people ask me if I was gonna play it because I did like the 10,000 subscriber live stream and then
You're
I'm planning on
ready.
doing it soon, probably like next week whenever I figure out
Okay.
how exactly I'm gonna cover the Danganronpa 3 anime stuff
No
and get that all
spoilers.
settled.
So no spoilers, okay?
Okay, I was like, I can take out my headphones and you guys can just like.
No. It's okay. I really don't want to talk about it anyway.
Oh,
Taichi knows
everyone-
why.
Yes. I won't say anything, but you'll like 999. You'll probably like Virtue's Last Reward. You might be very disappointed at Zero Time Dilemma.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, have fun. I like.
It's fun.
Yeah, have fun. Will be fun. They're fun stuff.
If you like puzzles.
Oh yeah, I like
Oh
puzzles.
gosh,
Everybody
I'm not the
likes
best with puzzles. Not the best with puzzles, but you know it'll be okay. I'll struggle through. Because I played Fukawa-chan on my live stream too, and that game is confusing. I mean, puzzle games are one thing, but it didn't give you like any instructions, so I was just kind of playing it like I have no idea what to do. Because it does like it does like these flashes of light for when you lose points, and I thought it was like, oh, that means you're like you're like looking at something important. I don't know. It made sense in my brain, but
I was actually at the live stream. Funny
Okay.
enough.
Let's see here. What else we have here? Let's see. Oh yeah. Wait, what happened?
I have no idea.
I think she lost her connection.
Me?
No, her.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean,
It does look like it.
Yeah.
So we'll wait for her.
We should talk about Gaiden too, right? Because the whole ultimate, what was it? The makeup artist?
Yes.
That should be nice.
Killer.
Yeah. I like the Gaiden sounds cooler, but
But let me see, because my
You
translation...
they still not done, right?
The translation for Chapter 5 is almost done.
Okay.
After the podcast, I am gonna quality check.
Yeah.
And so...
Something else. For what I see, I can like already tell what is going to happen. Like the whole makeup thing with the Nike thing.
Course.
So yeah. So that's how they did it. Okay.
Let me see, because I have the file now. That's
Let's see if we
you in
can.
here.
Let me
Nope.
see if I can call her back. Wait, no. We're having some technical difficulty, people. So give us a little time here.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, some stuff happened. Maybe her internet is not working well. My internet was not working well earlier because
Same here.
We've been getting like thunderstorms. So
Let's see.
okay, let's see. Wait, you can hear us, Weeby? Okay, you still there, Taichi?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah. What the hell is happening here now? Oh, I'm gonna put that dancing mic and while we resolve this issue here.
Yes.
Did we call Weeby? What happened here? No, she missed the call.
Hello?
Let's see if we can call her.
Okay. Ah, she said her Wi-Fi
her
went out.
Oh, that's too bad.
Such a shame. Weeby, we missed you.
Oh, oh god. Oh god, let's see what we do now. We still have some time.
Yes.
What else could we discuss? We were talking about the future anime. We were talking about the crazy theories,
Yes.
whatever.
Spare.
Really like that one with the robot Bandai. That thing is just awesome.
Let it be known if this actually happens.
You call it. You call it.
Yes.
So you get to say somebody picked that because I just fucking call it. Oh god, yes. Wait, what the hell is that? This here?
If that happens, I will draw something very ridiculous and post it without shame.
But let me see. Let me tell her to see if she can join. So. Technical difficulty, guys. Give us a moment. Also, Taichi, there are like 231 people watching.
Nice.
So that's the best.
Hello, everyone.
That's the best DespairCast. Also, people, while we wait to see what happened with Weeby, you want to ask me or Taichi some questions, feel free to do it. Okay. Okay, let me call her. Let me call her again. Here, no. What happened? Technical difficulties, people. Freaking Skype is failing on us right now. So give me a moment while I fix this shit. Technical difficulties. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay,
Nice.
let me add. Let's see if we can get Weaver here.
Yes.
Oh God, I really hate you, Skype.
Should we try Discord next time? Or
I actually have Discord, but I don't know
Oh,
how
wait.
exactly it works.
Ah!
We're back.
Oh, wait.
hey!
Hey, I'm back.
Some
Yeah,
technical
sorry
difficulties.
about that. My Wi-Fi has been horrible lately, and I should have thought
Welcome
about
to the
that. It
club.
just randomly goes out for like 3 seconds, and then it came back on.
Okay, okay. And Skype is really annoying, though.
We'll have to do something with Discord and do some
Yeah,
server test.
I had to like check out Discord because I've been told it's like better for this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So for next time, I'm gonna be checking that. Okay, we were going to be talking about Killer Killer. Weeby.
Yes.
I don't know if you know about the latest chapter. There was something about the super high school level makeup artist. Like,
I saw a post about that. I haven't read it yet, but I did see a little bit of it. But that is cool. It's a cool new character, I guess, it's introduced.
yeah, an interesting talent, like somebody that is good with makeup and stuff. So
I'm posting some of the images, not translated, because
well, let me see. I can post them to the stream here.
Cool.
Okay, let me download that. That's nice that we're still getting more characters with like talents and stuff.
yeah.
So,
And that there's just some members. Like, not all of the former high school are not just leaders, but also just members or assistants.
Mm-hmm.
But not all of it seems that not all of the Future Foundation members are of Hope's Peak. Kind of like a
yeah.
kind of like the filler characters from another episode.
Okay.
I got it up.
I put the image in the video so you guys can see this girl that kind of reminds me of Junko for some reason. And she had the Nagi corpse there.
The Nagi corpse.
Yeah,
And here's the most hilarious thing. Juzo wanted to make this corpse look like Nagi, and the makeup artist was just like, why? And Juzo's reply is, I can't stand him.
Nice.
If you want to see, do not post this one up because I still have to quality check that.
Okay. Well, let me see it. Ooh.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you can see that it's obvious because I can't stand him. even before Nagi smuggled the Despair,
Oh,
Juzo
Yeah, he still
hated
hates
his
him.
guts.
yeah,
Which is-
because the timeline, this is taking place before Danganronpa 2.
Yes. And before the kids were taken into.
Yeah. Taken.
But it's very interesting that Juzo, even beforehand, hated Nagi's guts.
Yeah, even kind of from the trailer, it almost seems like he hates Nagi the most, because I thought it would be Munakata, but Juzo seems to bear a lot of anger towards him, or he seems to be like the most, I guess, like open about it at least.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, by this point, everybody should know that, well, I guess Nagi's not dead or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
So, that down goes all those videos I made about it.
That was such a troll move by Kadaka.
yeah.
At first, I was like a little tricked, and then once they had like Juzo throwing him in the air and blowing him up, I was like, "Yeah, this is total fake." At first, I was like, "I feel like this is fake," but I'm a little scared, and then it was like, "Yeah, no, fake."
Yep.
Okay. So, when's the next chapter of this, Taichi? Like, we getting one next month or anything? Like,
Next month,
okay. I wonder how it will end. Like, what's the big thing about this?
Yeah.
it's
Do you
gonna
know?
be.
I was just gonna ask if you knew how long it was gonna be running for, or how
I
many
have-
chapters it was gonna be.
I have no idea. The first volume went up on the 7th, and that only consists of the 3 chapters.
Mm-hmm.
We're on the 5th, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on the 5th.
Okay. I think something else that we should talk about is where is the new Danganronpa V3 stuff at? Like, what happened with that? Like, everybody just forgot about that.
It's like totally stopped talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that they're kind of postponing. I'm hoping not, but
The game's supposed to come out this year, right?
Yeah. It is kind of weird we haven't heard anything about it for a while since it is supposed to come out this year.
I feel like maybe the anime will start and there might be some new promotional images
New characters.
video
Hopefully they
or
gonna
like
show
some
something
new
else.
material from the trailers, because you know how in anime that they have to promote their own products. Think Yu-Gi-Oh and promoting the cards and stuff.
Hopefully we're gonna start seeing some new characters or more gameplay. Hopefully, like
I'm
Yeah.
hoping. Because I think once the anime is all set, because if it's 12 episodes, then that
Yeah.
might, 12 episodes each, it might be good, because that only means it's going to air for 3 months,
yeah.
and then we have time to go over the game. That will finally get new information once that's ended.
Maybe when
Yeah.
the anime ends, at the end we get like a trailer or something.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I guess whenever like
Yeah.
the hype for this dies down, they'll start talking about it more. Because once this was announced, they seemed to really switch gears and like focus just on the anime. So I think they'll probably start focusing again on V3 once this kind of dies down a little bit. And it might be like after it ends or maybe while it's airing at some point. But yeah, I
Because if
definitely
this is
think
going to be like a soft reboot, I'm
I still
because they
don't
don't
believe
want to
that.
divert the attention,
Yeah.
or it is part of the Danganronpa verse.
Far
Like,
future. In the far future, in the year 3000 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Kadaka did say something like, I think it was in December, he said that once you finish the anime, like this anime, you'd want to dive right into V3. So maybe like towards the end of the anime or like right when it ends, it would probably be when they
Senzawa.
have a trailer for it to kind
Yeah.
of like hype us up for it.
Monomi comes from the future with ultimate robot hope.
Robo-hoagie.
Yeah.
Robo-hoagie.
He goes full Terminator or something. I don't know. I just cannot see them giving Monokuma a new origin like such a waste. Like just we already know where Monokuma comes from. Just I know you don't want to like go back to Junko or anything like that, but you know, like
I'm sort of wishing that there could be like a different motive. Like instead of hope and despair, as I'm not sure if that's running thin or not,
yeah.
but if there was like a different Monokuma, or maybe it's just a placeholder, who knows?
Maybe some kind of new Monokuma, future Monokuma, cyber Monokuma.
That'd be pretty cool.
Like he's like different colors. Oh my god.
Just hope they don't bring back the distrust Monokuma, because that thing is scary.
Oh god.
Like, that is nightmares.
Maybe the new Monokuma is a dog or something like
A bird.
or maybe a bird, yeah, like
The bird from the opening of the Danganronpa 3 anime.
yeah, everything makes
Yes.
sense now. Everything makes
All coming
sense.
together.
Monotori. And the funny thing is, Monotori also means thief.
Interesting. I remember seeing like a comic with like a Monokuma dog or something with Aoi.
Oh yeah,
Remember
the
that
Four
one?
Koma comics.
Yeah, like a mono.
There was a Monokuma cub, a realistic Monokuma.
I never saw that.
and
What
there
was-
was
how
the
long ago is that?
penguin, but that already black and white. So
I think I have that Four Koma.
okay,
I have it. Yes, I do have everything.
okay, that should be. It's a little funny thing. Yeah, I hope to get news about that game soon. To be honest, I'm really hyped for that one. I may even buy the Japanese version. Oh god, like I did with Ultimate Despair Girls.
There is going to be a lot of spoilers on Tumblr. I can imagine that.
Oh, I
And
know.
4chan.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do while like once V3 like goes in Japan and then like waiting for it to get over to America. It's gonna be a long time of avoiding spoilers.
Oh boy, somebody gonna pretty much like rip the game files or something.
And it is possible.
Yeah, and the same thing is going to happen with Persona 5 when it releases in September in Japan. Like, it's gonna get spoiled the hell out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me see here. Yeah. I guess we can start like answering some fan question before ending this.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that, Weeby, Taichi?
Sounds good to me.
Okay,
Sounds
so
good as well.
people in the chat, get asking them questions. Let me see. Everything goes so fast. I mean,
That's all I use right now.
over 200 people here. Oh. Let's see. Who do you think will die first? I guess this is the anime.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be for the future.
For the future, I will say that I think Tengan's gonna die first. Because
I could see it.
Yeah.
Because what I spectate is that Tengan is still not in control. Munakata is. But Tengan's kind of like that peg that's trying to keep some balance in not wreaking havoc. And if that traitor kills Tengan, then Negi is not safe.
Yeah.
Maybe Nagi finally dies. Then Komaru goes full hope saves everybody. Komaru, the other main character that we don't know where she is at. I mean, she's in Towa, but she should be in the damn anime too. I mean, she
If
one of
only.
she's part of the Trinity.
Yeah.
The Trinity.
The Trinity.
Yeah, the Trinity. The whole future plainness, I guess, is her. Let's see what else. Keeping questions. Oh god.
Oh, no.
Oh dear.
Skip.
Also, I found it.
Okay, who do you think is the
Okay.
traitor?
I have no idea.
Same. I think it's one of the future members, but I don't really have any like good theories
Hagakure.
about
I think
it
it's
at all.
Hagakure.
I feel either Hagakure,
Yes. Him,
Chisa, Ryota maybe,
Miyagi.
and Miyaya. Like, those are the few.
Yeah.
Because what's interesting is that Ando, Izuyoi, and Kimura have like this trio of hostility. Because if you know that Ando hates Seiko for backstabbing in the past,
Ooh.
and Izuyoi is kind of like that guard dog. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
of the addictive candies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Let me see here. Let's see what other stuff we have here. And what about you, Weeby? I forgot.
Who do I think the traitor will be? Or
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, I don't really have any super good theories about the traitor. I did like the Hagakure theory. I think I mentioned it in one of my videos too, that he's sort of like the cowardly character, so it would make sense for him to kind of like side with Monokuma if he thinks it'll save his own skin. And then yeah, with Chisa, of course, she's really sort of suspicious, and it might not be, I guess, as obvious if it was her because she's supposed to have this like love for Munakata. So if she was like to be the traitor, I think it could make sense and not be like too obvious. Because with Miea, it almost like she's just so mysterious. I can't like say I think she's gonna be any of like the big characters because I feel like it's so obvious. But yeah, I don't know. It's not like a good reason for not suspecting her, but it's hard for me to be like, well, she's too obvious to be the traitor, too obvious to be Monaca in disguise. I don't know.
Negi's mom.
Okay. Chief mom might. That's the one that I posted about that.
Yes.
But
Yeah, I did see that.
It's the same. It's the damn same face syndrome. So. But I don't know. Seeing them up close, she really does look like Nagi's mom. Like she could dress like Nagi's mom in her dress, and she would look the same. I think. So.
Yes.
Dame Kodaka. Okay. Will the characters stuck in Towa make an appearance?
Hopefully.
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 12
We can only
episodes. 12 episodes.
I sort of hope that we'll see, like, are the Warriors of Hope, are they in, I think they might still be at Hope Speak Academy when the Despair volume's going on. Or is that against the
Yeah.
timeline? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I think
should
they
be
are.
in the elementary school.
I have
I was
no
like,
idea if the elementary school was established or if it was part of another building. But the timeline didn't say anything because either they used one of the buildings that they moved to, or it was already established even before the 77th class.
yeah. Because I would really like to see them kind of make an appearance in the Despair volume, even if it's like a small kind of snippet. And we see them partially like in the new trailer when Nagito's like bowing to them. So I know that's like in the future, but I was like, it would be kind of cool to see them if it is like if the elementary school is a part of the main school. And they're just kind of walking around.
Yeah.
Maybe we get to see Junko driving around her blue pickup truck, like looking for them. Because in the, like she like takes them in the game in this like blue pickup truck for some reason. For some reason, I imagine Junko driving that. You know, blue pickup truck going around and stuff. So let's see what other question we have here. Okay. Bowen confirmed.
I saw that.
What? Oh god.
Bowen confirmed his traitor killed Weeby.
Oh god.
I saw other comments they were saying I was an AI because I came back.
Meanwhile, I'm just here, Hagakure style.
Do you think Komaru will make an appearance? That's the same question as the other one. Maybe a flashback from Naegi. Maybe. Oh, I wonder how my sister is, or some crap.
Maybe in the Despair arc where they're all, where the families are getting captured. Maybe.
That's true, yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess another good thing would be with Ryoko being that, like Ryoko Otto, whatever her name was. Blue redhead Junko.
It could be very possible, because there's a lot of speculation with the Danganronpa Zero cast, and I have no idea if it's going to be true, but one other spoiler mentioned something that's sort of obvious that it can't really be a spoiler. So if you deduct from that, you'll probably understand what I could be talking about.
I think I might know what you're talking about, but I'm not. I don't know.
No idea. Wait, okay, there's something here.
And I sent you.
Oh,
what
okay,
it could
okay. Yeah, he has to be there. I mean, Isuru, was he not part of the whole thing?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That was like exactly what I was thinking. Because I saw several like theories just even before this anime was announced about him being a part of the whole thing. So I was like, it would make sense for him to show up, especially, in the Despair arc.
Yeah.
It's so hard to talk about it without like saying exactly
Indeed.
what it is. But yeah,
But it does
I totally
give
agree.
it does give a few hopes that other characters in that regard might have some appearance.
but they did mention Zero in the timeline, so
Yes.
let's see what happens. I think the big question is, what would they do with Hajime? Like, we know he doesn't interact with anybody when he's Isuru. I mean, they keep him hiding and stuff.
Like a few select people, like the neurologist.
Yeah, those people, like those old guys and all that stuff. So maybe we get like special in the episode. We get like some clips of what Isuru up to, like where he
Maybe a more Hope Izuru.
yeah, maybe at first Isuru wasn't so emo or whatever he was. The poster child of emos.
I know, the emo
Sort of
hair.
like a gentle giant type of character.
Yeah, maybe he thinking about sweet Chiaki. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? I fucking hate Mikan. Okay. Oh god, are you reading the comments here? People,
Yeah, I'm reading them too.
keep asking them questions before we leave because I mean, let's see what time it is in Japan right now. It's 9:32 a.m. in Japan. The anime should be airing around 11 p.m. ish. The anime.
I've deducted my time zone, Eastern Standard Time, Central Standard Time. For me, it's 7 a.m.
For me,
So
be, yeah.
So for Weeby, it would be 9 a.m. Central Time.
Okay.
I think that's 2 hours.
I think for me it will be like 11 a.m. or something. I don't know. So let's see what happens with that. Let's see how fast Funimation posts themselves.
Oh, I know.
I mean, they're
You have
calling
to-
calling it a simulcast. So that means we have to get it in less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because after that, it becomes a nearcast. Hopefully.
Hopefully they'll get it up. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and jump the gun and buy the Funimation. Like,
I did that
you
this
know.
morning, yeah.
Yeah, I was planning on doing it sometime today. I've
might
heard
do
so
it.
many. Yeah.
Because I
How
kinda,
long is the free trial for? That's what I was like. There has to be a free
I
trial,
think 14
right?
days.
maybe 14 days was it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I can at least start that and not feel quite as bad about buying it. Because I've just heard so many bad things about it. And I've never done a simulcast with them before, so I don't really know. But yeah, a lot of people, once I announced it, were not very happy. Like, once I talked about it on my channel, and even before then, when I just saw people talking about it when it was like officially announced, nobody was really happy.
I wish it
think
was
the only
country.
thing-
Yeah, me too.
I think the only I can say about it is we might not support it, but at least let's try to support it. Because if we don't support Funimation, even though it's not the greatest, it's not too good,
For what they do
it's
to
all
the
we
dogs.
have
Oh god.
for legal streaming.
Yeah. So,
And
gotta do what you gotta do.
We don't really want to ruin something that we love.
Yeah, because I've gotten a lot of people telling me, oh, like, you should watch it on Kiss Anime if you're worried. And it's like, it's just, I want to support the official release, at least, by watching it on Funimation's channel. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because I've seen a
Buying
lot
the
of people
merchandise
talking
can
about that.
only do you so well.
Yeah.
Weeby, you will be like doing reviews of the episodes, right, or something?
Yeah, I'm planning on trying to do like a reaction and like a review for each episode. So I'm gonna try and I guess do that whenever it happens. I'm probably gonna just like log off of Tumblr and Twitter and YouTube whenever it airs in Japan, and then just keep refreshing the Funimation page until it comes up. And that's kind of why I've been trying really hard to avoid spoilers, is because I want my reactions to be authentic. So yeah, it's kind of the plan for now, just like reactions and kind of like a discussion. I might have like other videos in between, but probably at least a video for each episode. What are you planning on doing, Valen?
I was thinking doing reviews too, maybe 2-minute reviews or something. Like what I think about, give a score at the end or something. I have to see, because when doing reviews about anime, you have to watch out for the copyrights and all that crap.
Yeah.
Because I do other kind of reviews. For some reason, when I go and do a legit anime review, I get a copyright. So
Yeah, is it just like, is it using the images or is it using like the music?
I was using like clips from it, but like a really small clips in the corner of the stream. I even put little images over it, like little chibi characters and stuff, and they still got it. So
Dang.
I think I'm using just images to see what happens.
Also, there's a question that I'll address.
Yeah.
Also, bam, I should have changed my profile name to taichinchin just in case.
Oh, God.
But
What, should I remove that or?
no, it's okay. But I guess the reason why I chose my icon because Taichi.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe he will show up in the anime.
He's the traitor all along.
Maybe that's
He's
why
the mastermind.
that's why his body is not there anymore, because he just is still alive somewhere. Zombie.
Chiaki and Chihiro are dead.
Search to round the earth till he find his child. Oh god. What was the question?
Basically, what was the reason from having my Skype icon as that?
Oh, okay. I just use Monaca because for some reason I'm using it in the channel. Should be using Mikan, but whatever. Let's see here. Any more questions? This is ending soon. Minutes. We're minutes away from the end.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Joe. Random stuff. Despair hint? What? No. Okay, but okay. This is a good one. Bowen, what do you think of the change of body discovery? Chance, I think he's saying. Like, are they going to do the whole music thing when they discover the body? The shaky camera and the weirdo music?
Oh, like in the future volume?
Like,
I would like that.
Yeah.
or something. I don't forgot the sound. Somebody told me that they were not doing that, but I don't know. Let's see what else. I can see her pants. What? Oh. Oh, okay, yeah. Just posting that to see what happens. Just like the reactions. Let's see. Okay, do you think the anime will give hints for the Danganronpa 3 game? There is no Danganronpa 3 game, so they are not giving any hints. Did you mean V3? I don't know.
I think he means V3.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the thing that I guess with the hints for V3 would only be because what Kadaka said in that interview back in December, that like we'd want to dive right into V3 after Danganronpa 3. So maybe like some hints, or like I think it like V3 is going to be held like in the way future, so maybe they sort of like hint at it at the end of the anime to try and like get you hyped up for it. But yeah, other than that, I'm not completely sure.
A B3. Are they going to do like they did with Persona before Persona 5 before the Earth, like a mini anime for it? That would be kind of cool for B3.
Would.
That would be.
Like a little mini anime, like setting like a prologue or something. Okay, let's see here. What are your expectations for Munakata's and Nagi's rivalry?
A very,
Minakata. Oh, you can go ahead.
Munakata's.
a very scary one, especially with Juzo hating Negi's guts even before
I
the
already
despair.
like him for
Yeah.
that. I already like you just for that.
Juzo definitely going to stir up some conflict. That's kind of why I'm interested in him as well. Juzo seems like he's going to do all the dirty work, and Munakata is kind of going to be like the more calm one, because he seems like, just from the trailer, he doesn't seem, I know like he hates the Remnants of Despair the most, but he doesn't seem like he's quite as antagonizing Nagi, I guess, in the trailer as like Juzo is, and like Ando and like Izoi is. So some of me wonders if he's going to kind of like pretend to be more in control of it and kind of like have Juzo and them maybe do his bidding a little bit more.
Munakata feels more of a dictator more than anything.
Yeah.
Like, what he says is word. And I feel that Juzo is more active, but Munakata would try to stop the whole, because it would not look like a good image towards Munakata.
If he was like as fiery as Juzo is.
Yeah. And that could get into recklessness and reluctance and suspicions among the Future Foundation. Because it doesn't feel as tight. It feels very disorderly for a group of people that want to spread hope, but each of them have like a different mindset. And some of these people do not get along at all.
Yeah.
Ando is very antagonizing with Seiko. Seiko feels like she has something that's up that has like the truth, but she's just very reluctant. And you also have Gozu that's willing to defend what feels right. And of course the Munakata 76 class trio.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool that we got kind of like different trios. Let me bring up that picture again. Like the 77th, and I think they're the 76th. I think it's the 76th and the 77th that we both get the trios for. I always get the classes mixed up. Yeah, it's the 74th and the 76th. That's what it is. I'm interested in like Munakata's relationship with Tengen, because Tengen's supposed to be like the official head, but Munakata's like the one who holds all the power. And it doesn't seem like, from what I got from the trailer, it looked like Juzo and Great Gozu are kind of like butting heads, and Great Gozu is supposed to be the bodyguard for Tengen, so I thought maybe he was trying to threaten Tengen for sticking up for Naegi more. And I kind of wonder how that affects Munakata's and Tengen's relationship, since Munakata's, he does kind of have that dictator feel to him, and it seems like he would still respect authority to not mess up his image, but he also wants to be the authority. So I'm really interested to see what that is.
Basically, I like the motives for Future Arc. I feel like the character designs aren't the greatest, especially with Munakata.
It's so original, though. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like anybody ever.
A short white-haired guy with a katana? That's pretty original. Let's keep it in.
Oh god. Let's see here. Okay. I guess. Oh yeah. The 13 head. What's up with that? Like the missing head of the Future Foundation.
Oh right. I I might have like a speculation on that.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Another
Yeah.
traitor idea could be that it's the 13th member, and because of Aoi being the proxy, the 13th member could take action of Monokuma and roam free, if that makes any sense. So Aoi is unintentionally helping the traitor with this.
It could be. Do you think that the 13th head is going to be somebody shocking, like somebody we know or somebody new?
I feel a mix of both.
Because maybe they're keeping that like secret for now because it's something huge. Maybe.
Yeah, it is
Maybe,
interesting
like-
they're keeping it a secret.
A relative, maybe from the cast, or
Yeah, that
Nagi's
could be
mother.
good.
Nagi's
Maybe. Maybe it's Junko.
Junko.
Junko is the 13th head. She unlucky number. Maybe it's Nagito. Maybe it's Nagito. Yeah, unlucky number.
confirmed.
Oh god.
Oh, man. I was trying to think about, like, who is the 13th member? I wonder if, because of course you had, like, I'm trying to remember if I am remembering this right or not. I hope I don't mess it up. But, like, with Makuro in the first game, of course, it was like, you had, like, the extra participant in the killing game, even though they weren't there. So I wonder if they would, like, reflect that again and have, like, the 13th head is like a part of the game, like if they're connected to the headmaster, if they're like technically a part of the game but they're not there and you don't find out till the end, kind of like how it was in the first game. So I wonder if they're gonna try and do something like that again, just to kind of like do like a parallel or something like that.
I feel like that would probably happen just because Danganronpa 1 and 2 had a parallel. But with so many theories spectating on that, you would have like something to history repeats itself.
Yeah, it does
Like-
like to parallel and kind of like do things like that. So I wouldn't find it too shocking. And especially if it's Monaca who's like the headmaster, I feel like she would want to parallel Junko's work. Because she's like so obsessed with Junko and like wanting to be Junko, so I could definitely see that.
Maybe it's zombie Junko. I don't know.
Zombie Junko.
I guess, but
She's just gonna show up somehow.
she's gonna show up somehow. That's one of my biggest fear. I mean, I don't mind Junko, but like she's just going to show up out of nowhere. Oh god. Well,
Yeah, I was like,
maybe-
I don't really want her to show up, but that's one of my favorite memes. Is just like Junko's gonna show up somehow. Like,
Why am I still alive for the third time?
yeah, I know. I've seen that. Oh man.
I mean, she's in the opening of the Despair anime, for what I heard. Also Mukuro. So hopefully Despair anime gonna give us some Mukuro, which people seem to like, even though she never like did anything in the anime or the game itself. In Zero, neither. I think I could be wrong. I mean, she was there, but
Yeah, she did. She was the coolest in Danganronpa IF, I think. That was what a lot of people liked her in. I'm not sure if you read that. It was like the alternate story.
Yes.
yeah.
I had to because I wanted to get platinum on my Vita. It was sort of like this: you either love her or you feel Mary Sue. Like
Yeah.
I didn't mind her character at all.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
she's
sti-
cool.
I still think the body parts are from her body, but that's just me. I'm gonna keep believing that till this day because you don't get body part from goo. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Kodaka.
yeah, like the
I'm
plot
sorry.
hole
Yeah.
that everyone points out. Like, how did they get Junko's body parts if she
So-
got
Time
crushed?
traveler.
Oh yeah.
Maybe maybe that's the big ending. They time travel and resets everything. Creates a new timeline with V3 happening. So, oh god. Okay, so yeah, I guess it's time to end this. I want to give thanks to everybody that show up here today everybody watching, over 200 people. I want to give thanks to Taichichi. Also,
Hello.
Weeby Newz from being here too. I hope everybody have fun today. Any last thing you guys want to say to the people watching before we end this? Like some final words before the anime airs?
I'll let Weeby go first because I feel like I have something that I could say as a joke,
Okay.
but I just can't think of it.
I don't know. Have fun. Tag your spoilers. And thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. Thank you for having me. And if I see Taichi in this anime, expect my Tumblr blog just to be screaming.
You're going to blow up. It's gonna blow up into pieces like, oh, he's there.
I'll just go ahead and buy your gravestone.
Rest in peace, taichinchin.
Okay. Let me see here. Wait, give me a moment here.